Good evening, friends. Meeting again in the session of Madra Medica, and we are on concluding part of third year syllabus of the Madra Medica. The remedy which we are going to learn is the Theridion, a remedy from spider group. And this is the orange spider which we are going to learn in today's session. Generally, it is a overlooked remedy, many times missed or many times wrongly prescribed instead of Theridion, the tarantula, or it is very close, or tuberculinum, very close to the Theridion. And that's why today we're going to learn details about the Theridion with one case, which I have treated way back. It was interesting case because she was not responding to the, she was a case of young female, 26 years female, pregnant woman, and she was suffering from morning sickness and was not responding to any allopathic medication. She was having a third month of pregnancy and having very severe nausea, deathly nausea was there, and which was not relieved by anything. And that's why she came. So things were very clear over there that she had a morning sickness. Vomiting is less, but she had a very severe nausea and she was not able to eat from that. Few important things which she has mentioned that it is associated with severe vertigo. Second thing, it is associated with toothache and it was associated with a severe one-sided headache. And everything gets aggravated because of slightest noise. Noise was the big thing which she could not tolerate. That was the problem. Even the if you turn the pages, the noise which develops over there, that used to trouble her a lot. So it was a very difficult situation for her. She was remaining in a flat system and in the ground floor, and the someone who walks on floor on upper floor, that noise also used to trouble her a lot. She was so sensitive to the noise, and she said that, doctor, whenever I get the chill noise, yes, I get the vertigo, I get the headache, I get one-sided headache, and I don't want it anymore. I keep my eyes closed. This was the condition. And she was in a trouble because of this. Then I asked, when do you get the vertigo? She said, doctor, whenever I try to close my eyes, I get the nausea. Whenever I try to close my eyes, I used to get the vertigo. Even I get the headache because of it. Whenever this nausea starts and someone all of a sudden makes a shrieking noise over there, immediately I get headache, at the same time I get toothache. As if that noise troubles me, it enters over there, it goes to my head, it goes to my teeth, and it was troubling me a lot. So case was interesting for me because she was not getting recovered from it. Then asked more details about nausea and vomiting. She said very occasionally I used to get vomit, but I used to get vomit. But nausea was so severe that I cannot eat. And whenever I sit in any vehicle, that also causes a nausea with me. Even sometimes the noise of the vehicle, it can create a nausea and headache in me. So sensitive remedy, so sensitive to the at the nervous level, nervous system level, is the Theridion. It is a very important remedy which covers the whole sphere. So much sensitivity. So I opened the repertory. I looked towards the rubrics. It was way back. I have treated that. That's why it was necessary to open the repertory, because commonly what happens whenever we used to treat morning sickness, we think about the remedies. The Naxomica is also sensitive, Ipecac is also sensitive. So we cannot go to the core unless and until we repertorize it. So I have seen what are the rubrics over there. I will share the screen, which are the rubrics which I have taken at that time for the solving the case. This is just a chart with you. See the rubrics which I have considered. The vertigo closing eyes aggravates nausea with. Vertigo closing eyes aggravates pain from eyes, pain in eyes. That is one more thing which I forgot to read over there. That is the, she said that whenever I used to get this vertigo or headache, whenever I used to close the eyes, my eyes also becomes painful. That was thing. Headache noise aggravates footsteps of. Headache noise aggravates rattling vehicles. Pain, toothache, noise aggravates shrill. Stomach nausea, pregnancy in closing eyes. Single remedy. Stomach vomiting, pregnancy in. So these are the rubrics and which through and through explains the Theridion, and Naxomika covers only two of them. So choice was very clear with me. So it was very clearly for me the Theridion is the remedy, and I have given Theridion 200 and few doses of Theridion 200. I asked her to meet me after 2 days. What happens? Tell me what happens after taking the doses. And the day I have given Theridion 3 doses every 15 minutes, she came after a break of 2 days and she was there in front of me and she was tremendously happy. She was tremendously happy because basically the vertigo has stopped, headache has stopped. Nausea was much reduced and she was able to eat after a long period. Nearly about 1.5 months she was having this nausea and she was suffering a lot and which was not getting covered, and she had a severe weakness, a depression, all those things which are secondary to it which were there, and those have vanished within 2 days. And she said, doctor, I have not considered that homeopathy is so fast in acting. So it was very interesting thing which was there related with the Theridion. So we're going to learn the Theridion from the Allen's keynotes. It is a wonderful remedy one must learn. It is orange spider, Dr. Constantine Herring, who proved this remedy. This is from the group RNADE, spider group. Time passes too quickly. This is very important feature. They cannot consider it. This much time is lost. This is very, time passes too slowly. There are many remedies. You know the argentum nitricum, you know the cannabis indica, you know the nux moscata. But this is the remedy where you get time passes too quickly, very opposite to those remedies. And this is one must always keep in their mind related with this. This is too important to know that time passes too quickly. Theridion, that is very important feature which one should not forget. So opposite to medorinum. Vertigo, see, it has been given in bold. Vertigo on closing the eyes. Lachesis, thuja. See, this is the differentiation. One must write it in your notes that vertigo on closing the eyes. Lachesis is there, thuja is there. This is Theridion is remedy. Lachesis, the vertigo on opening them is tabacum. Tabacum, we have learned. It is opening eyes aggravates. On looking upwards, if vertigo is there, that pulsatilla and cilicia, these are two remedies over there. Vertigo from any even least noise, this is very important, given in bold. And noise, sensitivity to noise, this is one remedy along with asaram, one should not forget. Asaram europeum. Vertigo, oral or labyrinthine, Meniere's disease. Yes, that's what we have learned when we have learned the tabacum, whenever we have learned the natrum salicylate, salicylic acid, mullein oil or verbascum. Meniere's disease is a very important entity. Nausea from least motion, especially on closing the eyes. Nausea from fast riding in a carriage. So while traveling, motion sickness, this is very typical remedy. Even for sea sickness, this is a very important remedy. Headache. Headache when beginning to move. Whenever they start moving, immediately headache start. As if of a dull, heavy pressure behind the eyes. Headache violent, deep in the brain. Headache aggravated by lying down very close to the lachesis. Headache aggravated very much from the others walking on the floors. The noise, that noise penetrates in their mind, in their head. Headache from least motion of head. Slightest motion aggravates the headache. Every sound seems to penetrate through the whole body, causing nausea and vertigo, given in bold, and this is very important symptom of this remedy. It enters inside, as if it penetrates the brain, as if it penetrates to the head, as if it penetrates to the teeth. Chronic nasal catarrh, the discharge is thick yellow greenish offensive. It looks very close to pulsatilla, it looks very close to natrum sulfuricum, thuja. But this is the remedy which is from tubercular miasm. This is a very deep acting remedy, having the action nearly about 30 days. So tubercular miasm is dominating over there in this remedy. Toothache, every shrill sound penetrates the teeth. This is very, very, very important feature one should not forget. Seasickness of nervous women. They close their eyes to get rid of motion of the vessel and grew deathly sick. So seasickness, traveling sickness, motion sickness. This is very important feature, and they whenever they close their eyes, it aggravates more. Violent stitches in upper left chest below the scapula. So upper left chest posteriorly as well as anteriorly, but more on posteriorly extending to the neck. There are four remedies which are mentioned for comparison. One is the anisum stellacum. It is given by the name of Elysium in the Borixima Medica, having the complaints in the left side of chest in the third intervertebral space. Then second remedy is Myrus communis, that is also having similar type of pains. Pix liquidata is one more remedy and sulfur is another. Pains in bowls all over as if broken. So there are pains which are very severe character and as if the bones are broken down. Great sensitiveness between the vertebrae. Sits sideways. They cannot sit properly on back. Sits either on this side, either on that side because the touch to the vertebra aggravates them. In a chair to avoid pressure against the spine like chininum sulf. Aggravation by least noise and aggravation from jar of foot on the floor. This is very, very important thing. It penetrates their ears. For extreme nervous sensitiveness, specifically of puberty, during pregnancy and climacteric years. So all three, early age adolescence, then during pregnancy and during climacteric years, the nervous sensitiveness is very, very marked. In rachitis, caries, necrosis, C, the miasm, tubercular to syphilitic. Rachitis, caries, necrosis, it apparently goes to the root of the evil and destroys the cause. Dr. Baruch, who has mentioned about it. So this is very important thing. Then thesis florida. Thesis florida is pulmonary tuberculosis with dense layer of fibrous tissue. Very severe fibrous tissue proliferation is there with there. So thesis florida often affects a cure if given in early stages of the disease. This is the remedy. So that's why I have said that this is tubercular remedy. In scrofullosis, scrofullosis is enlargement of glands, glandular affection, again going in favor of tubercular miasm. In scrofullosis, where the best chosen remedies fail to relieve, this is one remedy one should use in such types of cases. So this is a wonderful remedy one should learn. The dose is generally from 3x to 200, but 30 to 100 are the better potencies which I have experienced in my practice. Relationship follows well after calcarea, lyco, then even after sulfur, this is a good remedy. Antidote, aconite, the moscus and graphitis. Action is for 30 days. So it is a deep acting remedy. Theridion, it is a very deep acting remedy. So this is the one remedy one should not forget in practice. And now you can think that this remedy, whenever the noise penetrates teeth, whenever noise penetrates ears, whenever vertigo is because of noise, whenever headache is because of noise, even slightest noise intolerance, this is one remedy one should not forget. So we have learned wonderful remedy from third year syllabus, that is the Theridion. I think we are on concluding part. Only one remedy from the third year syllabus is still remaining. I think it is remedy. Just a minute, I will look after it. It is, there are two more remedies which we have to learn. Rapsi versa pestodis in tomorrow's lecture, and thereafter veratrum. So two remedies we're going to learn, and thereafter group remedies we'll do. So there are, I think, 6 groups are there for the study. For third year, those also we're going to learn, and then we'll turn towards the fourth year syllabus. So that's all for today. Thank you being there. Thank you everyone. And we'll meet again tomorrow at the same time.
Thank you very much, sir.